What's up, everyone? This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say off these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. Um, Make sure to hit like, subscribe, comment to help with the algorithms. I do believe that I've struck a nerve somehow with a lot of people by just being positive and consistent with my thoughts on AMC as far as a stock and a company. Um, uh, I noticed I made a video about FUD. I used the word FUD in the video, and ever since then, I got flooded. I used to let these dudes just kind of run rampant on my page just to kind of laugh at them, but at this point, they're starting to talk so much shit, and they're starting to comment on anyone who comments. They'll come on their comment, and So at this point, basically, if I see any FUD, I'm probably just gonna remove it from the page, block the person. It's kind of gonna be like swatting flies, I guess, but um, I really, in the beginning, when I just have a couple here and there, I just kind of let them talk and kind of find the humor in it and hope that everyone else could realize how crazy they sounded. But at some point, they're just like extra, so it's all good. We'll just delete them as they come in. But the earnings call tonight, um, we a lot of I did have read one comment where someone said earnings, all the YouTubers are preparing everyone for bad earnings because they know um it's going to be a bad earnings call. And um basically, I I don't know how else to word it. Like, I don't care what the earnings come in at. I don't think it's going to be as bad as some people think it's going to be. But we also got to consider the fact that yes, there was a writer's strike. There's things are still not 100% normal in a movie theater. You have movies that come in and out, and it's kind of starting to make a comeback slightly. For a while, it was coming back strong, and then that writer's strike really did cause some issues. So I anticipate there being some, maybe this quarter, next quarter, maybe not as great as we'd hope. But I think that's why you look at what you don't have to like certain things Adam Aaron does, but I think as far as dilution and securing a bag, he secured a bag. Like, the money's like, they got money. They're liquid. They're not gonna run out of money. The companies, we're good. So you paid your bills. You got a little money to in the vault to maintain the company and keep things running. Being progressive with um, new ways to accumulate money. Um, so that's why I'm not stressed about it. You don't, you're not going to win every quarter. Um, in this, especially the industry they're in and the way things have been going. So that's why, I think certain things happened the way they did that everyone was upset about. Not everyone, I shouldn't say everyone, but a lot of people were upset about the dilution. And, you know, it's almost like a necessary evil. Without it, yes, there'd be more panic right now on my end, because I would know that, okay, we're coming into a possibly a bad quarter, probably one to two more that aren't going to be great. Um, but that doesn't mean that the movie industry and this whole business model is dead, because you look at the future. You've got a lot of big movies coming out, but you got and that's another reason why I've kind of said a year and a half to 2 years. I've been saying that for a couple months now. Before this thing really has, I think it would squeeze, and that's just my opinion, obviously. But I believe, in 2025, a lot of big movies coming out. Off the top of my head, I can't think of not a one, but you can do your research. There's tons of movies coming out, big movies. Um, and then by then, also the candy and the distribution, and all those things will be still racking in money. They've got the credit cards, the popcorn distribution. They've got the regular theater model. And also HYMC, or the Highcroft Mining. That's another one. Yes, it didn't turn out great in the beginning, but they still have that as well. And I do believe that they'll have a better coming year as well. Highcroft is working hard. You can, look at the company, what they're doing. I believe that they'll be doing well also in the next year. So all the things that have been done, um, they just lead me to believe that things are looking up um, for AMC and the stock. So that's why I say I like the stock. I like the company. I like what they're doing. Um, so you going back to what I said about us having money in the vault. So Adam Aaron, obviously diluted, um, paid debt, and I wouldn't be surprised if they come out and say that the debt would be pushed back to like 2030. That'd be great if it came out on this earnings call, but I believe they've been working on something like that to get debt pushed back. Um, so there's a lot of things that are going on in a positive light that aren't really talked about, because any move these guys make, it can be spun into something bad. You saw that yesterday with the Form 4. Anything they do, you got people on the other side manipulating it, just like other things could be manipulated in this play, and twisting it and turning it and throwing it back in our faces because we're not lifetime market guys, But if you really sit back, don't get emotional with it, and do your research, then you'll understand that this isn't, I just truly don't believe Adam Aaron and the board are in bed with Hedges to sabotage the company, because if they were, this company would have been gone already. They wouldn't have diluted. They wouldn't have done the reverse split. There's things that were done that we didn't like, and I didn't in the very beginning too. Before the reverse split, I was totally on the other side because I was just getting mad. Like I wasn't taking time to process things. If you argue with someone, even in a relationship, when you're in a relationship and someone tells you something, you just immediately get mad and argue. You don't have time to reflect and realize what's going on. You need to sit back without your emotions and say, okay, well, this is going on. This is going on. If I wanted to tank a company, I wouldn't be doing all these things to make the company thrive. There's many things they can do to make it tank, and this ain't one of them. None of the moves are anything to make the company tank. Like everything is to move it forward. So when I started looking at that, I started thinking, you know what? And they always say in the very beginning, you can't invest in a company if you don't believe in the CEO and what they're doing, as far as the board and the company itself. So, if you're invested in a company and you don't believe in what they're doing, um, you're gonna you can be manipulated, or you can be confused, or you're just not gonna be able to hold through the rough times. So if you don't, for me, I do believe in the company. I believe in what they're doing. The proof is in what they're doing, to be honest. So all in all, I think it's good. I think things could be better. Yeah, of course, there's always things that could be better. There's moves that could have been done differently, but at the same time, we're here, we're still breathing, and the company has things to look forward to in the next 2-3 years, even after that. So, but I really do think the next 6 months to the next year, you're going to start seeing a lot of movies come back bigger, stronger, um, and when that happens, on top of the fact that they've already pushed other things to keep the company alive and afloat, good things will happen, in my opinion. So, earnings call tonight could be good, could be bad. It doesn't really matter to me because I'm in this play for specific reasons, and one earnings call doesn't determine that. So, anyways, hopefully you guys have a good day. Hopefully this helped you out a little bit. If you're stressed, nervous, like I said, take your emotion out of it. Sit back, really do some DD and some thoughts. Like look at the things that they've done to keep the company alive. Have a good day. Be blessed. Let's get rich soon. Peace.